Good morning once again, those that have just joined in. So, we have two questions today. The first one was how to create and or host your own Zoom meetings, and the other one was a question on recruiting, which we are going to help each other answer today. So, with the Zoom, I would suggest downloading the app. You can download the app on your phone. You can also download it on your laptop. So you would come here on your Chrome, okay, and you search for the Zoom, and then you can install it from here, or you can either go to your Play Store or to your app store here. Then you just search for Zoom and then you are able to download it. So it is the app that has the blue uh icon. So this is your Zoom app. Then you just download it to your laptop or to your phone. Once you have it, you can go and open the app. Okay, mine is looking slightly different because I already have my Zoom open on my laptop, but let's do this. It will take you to this page. This page will require you to sign in. You can sign in with your email. Okay, sign in with your email address. You create an account. There are two options for Zoom. If you want to just host short meetings, like the 5 a.m., we do just 40 minutes kind of meetings where we give maybe 5 minutes for people to log in, then the presentation is 30 minutes. It means you can use the Zoom the way it is because it's structured to give you 40 minutes free. If you want to have long meetings, for example, you want to be on Zoom for an hour, then you would need to subscribe or to upgrade your package. So if you notice at the top here, it's telling me that I can subscribe. You can just say get offer and then you select the option that works for you and your team. So there will be different options and they offer different things. So if you look at the details here, the one for 322 per month, you can host up to 100 people in the meeting. You have unlimited meetings, okay, up to 30 hours per meeting, which means your meeting can continue up to 30 hours. You have storage space to record your meetings, and you can do the whiteboard, you can chat with your team and all of this. These are the functionalities that you would be paying for the 322 per month. You can also decide to take the other option. So you look at all the options and then you would decide which one works for you and then you are able to pay. So if you select this one, you would come here, you continue, you make the payment. What that does is every month on that specific date, Zoom will deduct this amount from your account to keep the subscription active. If at any point you no longer want the subscription, you would also then come here and cancel the subscription. Okay, so that is how Zoom works. You download it, you either subscribe or you can use the free app. If you want to schedule a meeting, so let's say tomorrow I want to have a meeting with my team, I would come here. You see where it says schedule meeting? I would say schedule meeting. What do I want to call this meeting? Okay, maybe you can say team training. Okay, team training. Maybe that's what you want to call it. And then what date? We said tomorrow, so tomorrow is the 14th. What time? Maybe it's a 10 o'clock meeting. So You select 10. Okay. Automatically, it will pick the 30 minutes because it's a free option. But do you see when I selected 10:45, because it goes over 40 minutes, it will tell me if I want to proceed, I have to upgrade. So it means I cannot do 10:45. I can only do up to 10:40 because I get 40 minutes free. But if you had subscribed, then you can even schedule a 2-hour meeting. You do have the option to set up the meeting to repeat. So let's say, for example, tomorrow is Thursday, and you want to host these meetings every Thursday at 10, you can set it up to say, do you want it to repeat every day? Or do you want it to repeat every week on Thursday or every month on the 14th? Then it will set it up as recurring. For me, I've set up the 5 a.m. sessions to be recurring. If you do that, it means it's the same link every time. You don't have to go every day and create a new link every single day. You just create it once and then it repeats itself daily, which means you are just copying the same link and pasting it again and copying it and pasting it again. I tried pinning it to the chat, but most people would still ask to say, where's the link? So I just copied the link and paste it every evening so that you have it. But it's set up to be the same link. If you just want it for today, which means it's a meeting like the one that we had last night, where we were looking at just answering the questions that people have, then you leave it at never. It means it's only going to be now and it's not repeating. Okay, you can add the people that you want to invite by putting their email addresses. So if you have the email addresses, you see, I can actually add to say these are the people that I want to attend. This works if you are having a meeting with a small group of people and you have their email addresses. You can add them here because once you say send here, it will also email them the link to the meeting automatically. But if you have a big group like in the 5 a.m. where 500 people and I never know who's going to attend tomorrow, who is not, then I can't really specify to say these are the attendees. So I just leave it blank. And then when I'm done, I copy the link and I share it in the group. Okay, so that is how you set up your meetings. You can request to add attachments. So when you are having a meeting, let's say at work or even with your team, and it's going to be about maybe how to become a manager, you can actually attach the PDF for the first steps to manager and all of that. You can attach the material that you want your guests to have in that meeting. If you set up to have a passcode, which means people need a password to enter the meeting, you can leave it as the one that is suggested, or you can type your own password. Then what that does is someone who doesn't have a password to the meeting, they cannot log in. Okay, so they would need a password, which means every person now when they want to log in, they'll be asking you for a password. So normally I just leave the password out. But if it's a meeting that you want to be a secure meeting, I would recommend that you use the password. You also have the option for people to start in the waiting room, which means you see, like when we start the 5 a.m. sessions, everyone is just able to log in. You can say, I want people to go to the waiting room. Then you can accept one by one the people that you actually want to be in the meeting. Sometimes you cannot control stuff. I can invite 2 people and maybe my friend shares the link with her other friend. And now all of a sudden we have 3 more people that are attending the meeting that were not supposed to be part of the meeting. So having the waiting room is just a way for you to control, because when they click the link to join the meeting, they have to put their name, and then you have to accept to say, okay, this one can join, this one no. Whoever you've not accepted will just remain in the waiting room and they won't be able to log into the meeting. Only authenticated users can join in. This is also for security. So people would need to authenticate themselves by downloading the Zoom and signing in for them to be able to log in. So the disadvantage of selecting this option is if I send an invite to a prospect and my prospect doesn't have Zoom, they don't have Zoom app on their phone, and they just want to log in from the browser, attend this one session, and that's it. If I force the authentication, it means it will require them to sign up and to do all these things to authenticate themselves before they can log in. And sometimes that can be a lot of work, and people end up just saying, you know what, I'm not gonna attend. No. So you only use these functionalities if it's a strict meeting that maybe you want it to be only for specific people. Okay. Um, that is Zoom. You can set up, do you want your video participants to be on or off? If you select it on, it means no one can join without their video. So everyone, you would have to join and the video will be on. This is nice for meetings where you want them to be interactive. It's a training with your team and you want to make sure everyone is sitting on their laptop and they are focusing and they're actually doing the activities. So it just forces the camera to be on. So automatically when they log in, their camera is going to be on. You can also do the same for yourself. Okay, the calendar option. This is it depends on what type of calendar you use. Your iCalendar that comes with your Apple device or your Outlook or Google Calendar, you select which one. So what happens is if you set up a meeting on Zoom, it will automatically show up on your calendar. So if I were to open my calendar right now, okay, this is Thursday. It will already have the 5 a.m. master session. It will have the other meetings that I have. So you are able to see already on your calendar to say, oh, these are the meetings that I have today. So then it reminds you and then you don't forget about the meeting. Okay. You can set it up to send you a reminder 15 minutes before the meeting. You do have more options. Advanced settings if you want to go through them, where you want to allow participants or mute participants upon entry. I always select this option because a lot of people join and they are talking to their friends or they are listening to music and then it just causes interruptions in the meeting. So you can mute your participants, like the moment they log in, it mutes them, and then you would have to give them access to unmute if you want them to speak. Automatically record meeting on the computer. This is a nice option to have if you are someone who forgets to record the meetings. So for me, I don't normally tick this because I know that once the meeting starts, it's some greetings, it's a 3-4 minutes of people trying to figure out how to share their screen. So I don't want to record all of that. So I choose when I start recording, which is the time when the speaker starts speaking. If you select this option, immediately you start the meeting, it starts recording. Okay. Approve or block entry for users from specific countries or regions. You can do that. Maybe you don't want people from South Africa in the meeting. You can then select that option and select the countries that you don't want to join your meeting. Okay. If you are happy, you can then send your meeting invite. Okay, it will actually open your email for you. Do you see? Create a new email and it says we found the account, and then you can edit and you can email it. For me, I just normally just copy the link and then I send it to the group. So if you now come under your meetings here, it will show the meetings that you have scheduled. Then what I do is I come here, I copy the invitation, I come to the WhatsApp, and okay, let me use, if I use the 5 a.m. group, people might actually log in. So then I would just come and paste the meeting invite. You still have the option to change what is written. So if you want, you can say inviting you to team training, wada before you send it. And that is it. That's your link. Your people click the link, they are able to join the meeting. You can also follow the chat on the team chat. It shows you the chats that are related to the meetings that you have. Um, you can use whiteboards. If you are presenting, you have a lot of options that you can use. So that is how you set up a Zoom meeting. When the time to start the meeting comes, you just come under your meetings. It will have a list of the meetings that you have scheduled. You go to options, you start the meeting. It's not going to allow me to do that because I'm already in a Zoom meeting. But that is how you schedule and start a meeting. Any questions? Did I answer the questions that you had? The screen has been stuck on the payment option page since you started explaining. Is that correct? Is my screen stuck?
No, I don't know what she means, but thank you, Lida. It was very interesting. It's something that I would want to try again as well. Not again, but for myself.
Okay. But you could see
Because,
my screen or what I was doing. It wasn't stuck.
I don't know where hair stuck, but I'm here where it's showing where you create, where you copy the link and send it, and if you want to put in the email. So I don't know where hair stuck.
Okay, I have 3 people that are saying the screen was stuck. Hey, okay. Maybe you can watch the recording. I'm so sorry, my leaders. I'm only seeing the message now. Um, I hope for everyone else it was fine. Just can I get one more person who can just say no, mine was not stuck. Otherwise, I was just talking to one person. If you could see and follow what I was doing, please just let me know. Um,
Mine was not stuck at all.
okay, all right. Thank you. Apologies for the 3 leaders. I'm sure you will be able to also follow from the recording, hopefully. Mine was fine. Mine was fine. All right. I love that. I was starting to panic. So that is it for Zoom. Anything else you want to know about Zoom before we move? How to share. I don't know how much of my screen you can see. How do I minimize this? Can you see this toolbar here? The one that has audio, video, participants. Do you see that or not?
Yes, Lida. I
Okay,
see that.
okay, help.
Yes, you can see it.
Okay, so this is how you control your meeting. You mute yourself. You can unmute yourself. You can switch on your video, which I'm not gonna do. And on your participants, you have options to mute them And when you mute, you can mute but still allow them to unmute themselves, or you can mute and not allow them to unmute. So if it's not ticked, it means they'll be muted, but they cannot unmute. If it's ticked, it means you've muted everyone, but you have given them access to be able to unmute themselves. Okay. You can give hosting rights to a participant. So, who's my host today? I can come on Alexia here and say more, and then I can make her a host. Once she has hosting rights, she's also able to share her screen, unmute herself, do everything that I can do as a host. Or I might want to unmute Alexia, but without making her the host, which means I will just ask to unmute. That's it. If I want her to, maybe she's speaking and I want to see her face, I can ask her to open her video so that we can see the face. Or you can pin a participant. Maybe they are the ones that are presenting and you want the screen to focus on them. You can pin it so that whoever is in the meeting, that is the person that they see as the main person. Because sometimes people click stuff and they are drawing. All of a sudden, Alexia is presenting, but people are seeing Brits. So that is how you can pin the person that is talking so that the focus is on them on the meeting. Okay. You can rename a participant. So you can see there are some people that join as Samsung Banbani. You can't see the name. You can actually, if you know to say, oh, this is actually Anna, you can rename them on your side so that you know who you are speaking to. You can remove participants. Let's say someone is being disruptive. They keep unmuting themselves and they are busy with other things. And you don't want to mute everyone completely. You can actually just remove that one person. Okay. So that is the functionality that you will have as a host under participants. Under the chat, you are able to check the messages that are coming through from the people that are in the meeting. And you can reply to everyone or you can reply to a specific person. I think this part you know. Then you are also able to share. So when you want to share your screen, you would come here under share. You have options. Sharing the entire screen means you see everything that is happening on my screen, or I can share just the presentation that I want you to see, or just the page that I want you to see. Then those are the options that you have in terms of sharing your screen. You can pause the sharing or you can stop sharing. You can take notes. You can do a whole lot of things under the more. This is where you come to record. So because I've already started recording, the options that I would have is whether I want to pause the recording or stop. So let's say my speaker has been kicked out. Instead of stopping the recording, I pause, because when you pause, you are able to come back and say play. But if you stop, it means when the speaker is now back in the meeting, you have to start recording again. Then you end up with 2 recordings of the same session. So if you are recording and you would like to continue after, you don't stop, you pause. But if you are done with the recording, you then stop the recording. Okay. So those are the options and the functionalities that you have when you are hosting your Zoom sessions. Here it will tell you how much time you have left in your meeting. So we have 8 minutes to go and it will also give you the option to upgrade from here. So maybe you are enjoying the speaker that is speaking and you don't want to cut them off. You can actually upgrade your license while the speaker is, speaking. You just come here and say upgrade to Pro. And if you manage to upgrade before the meeting ends, the meeting will continue. Okay. But to upgrade, you would also have to make the payment there and then. Then the upgrade becomes active. Any questions? Okay. Nothing. I hope my screen is not stuck. Let me just do this and share again, maybe. Okay. Once you are done with your meeting, your recordings are saved on your computer or on the cloud. I save mine on the computer. So if I go to my documents, there is a folder called Zoom. You see, there's a folder called Zoom. This is where all the recorded sessions come through. It will save them by the date. So today is the 18th. It's probably still recording, but yesterday's one would have been done. This is the video. Okay, so you will have the video recording of the presentation. Good morning, my leaders. Okay, so that's the recording for yesterday. You will also have the chat printed out. You can also get just the audio without the video. So what I then do is I then go to my YouTube. I hope we'll have enough time. I then go to my YouTube and I go to my YouTube account. Okay. Then I can upload that recording for you guys to have access. So I will I need to upload for 12. I copy it. I come here. I say upload video. And then you can select the file from your computer. So this is how you just upload your video recordings on YouTube. I come to the Zoom. I'm uploading for 12 August, so it's this one. And I'm uploading the video. Okay. Then I can type a description here. So I delete the time. Normally I don't put the time. And then I put the name of the speaker. And I here I put the topic. Okay. I have an icon that I use so that my videos have the same, they look the same on the page. I upload that image, and no, this video is not made for kids. And then I say next, and I make it public so everyone can see. And then I publish, means it then uploads to YouTube. Then when you go on the YouTube channel, you will see there is the recording for 12 August. Okay, so that is how you then upload your videos to YouTube. Okay, I have a message. Thank you for sharing. Okay, you are welcome, my leaders. So I will also upload the one for today after the session, because the video is only finalized when the session ends. Okay, so once the session has ended, then you are able to upload